With students back in class and back in sports too, many schools are requiring a sports physical to participate. But did you know that this is also a great opportunity to learn more about your child's overall health? Here with us today is Dr. Stephen Spalding, and he is the Chief Medical Officer for AmeriHealth Ohio. And he's going to talk about the differences between a sports physical and an annual checkup. Dr. Spalding, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, Mikhayla, thanks for having me.
So, Dr. Spalding, let's dive into these differences here. What varies between a sports physical and an annual wellness exam?
Absolutely. So, we're in the beginning of November here, and kids have been in school now for, three months or so. So oftentimes there's that push to get the kids in before before the fall sports start. You get your sports physical, they check your shoulders and your eyes and your ears and your heart and your lungs, make sure you're safe to participate in those, in whatever sport. And those are important visits. We want to make sure that we keep kids safe and healthy while they're in the sport. But more importantly, we want to make sure that kids are safe and healthy through the rest of the year.
So would you say that an annual checkup is more of a comprehensive look at a student's overall health?
Absolutely. The American Academy of Pediatrics has a list of things that they want pediatricians, family practice doctors that are taking care of kids. They want those doctors to check that list every time a child comes in to see them. That list can be 25, 30 items long. It could be 60 or 80 items long. The well child visit is more of a holistic assessment. It's looking at every aspect of the child, not just kind of the physical pieces, but the emotional, the social, and the physical.
And can you give us a few examples of what tests or assessments may be made during a checkup?
You can imagine that the things that the doctor is checking for vary significantly based on the age of the child. I have a couple teenagers right now, and thinking about things like screen time, depression, drinking, all those things. A lot of those are sensitive topics for parents to talk about with kids. Sometimes it's actually easier for the kids to talk about those things with a doctor. Let's say third graders are talking about bullying. So that common theme is, what's going on, not just with the physical health of the child, but with the social and the emotional piece, which is oftentimes, quite frankly, more important than what's going on with the physical health. We know those things are linked, and we want to make sure that we're assessing those. We're also looking at their developmental status. So, for younger kids, are they walking on time, talking on time? Then those developmental milestones change as kids get older. And then, of course, always checking height and weight. Everybody loves to know how big they got, from the last time. And so those are the common pieces that go across those well visits.
Absolutely. There is a lot that goes into our overall health. And these exams should be happening every year for students, right?
We want to make sure that kids are getting in every single year and seeing their doctor. And in fact, if your child is younger than the age of 3, they need to come more frequently. But then once beyond age 3, we want the kids to be there. We want to make sure that the caregivers, the moms and dads, the grandmas and grandpas, the aunts and uncles, that you guys are also getting your checkups. It's just as important for you to get your checkup to make sure you stay healthy and safe so you can continue to take great care of those kids. So take care of yourself.
That's a very good reminder for caregivers too. Thank you so much, Dr. Spalding. And if you'd like to learn more about what we covered today, you can visit AmeriHealth Caritas OH.com.